1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just imagine the most suspenseful moment you've ever experienced in a movie. Now quadruple that amount. And there you go. That's A Quiet Place. You're in a constant state of ball grabbing, teeth grinding, ass scratching feeling. It'll never go away. Especially with this soundtrack playing in the back. Now don't worry, I'm not going to bore you by reading every Wikipedia page out there, but what I'm going to do is give you my honest opinion on whether the upcoming A Quiet Place Day 1 is going to be good or garbage, ass, titties, balls, or it'll receive no applause by anyone and the theater will be a quiet place. Since my last video came out, which was the Kevin Hart video, a lot of people went half and half, but regardless, your boy got that dub, that YouTube views, that eyeballs. And the reason why I mentioned my last video is because I went through a little excursion that changed my perspective on what is the healthy way of watching movies. Instead of me thinking that every movie should offer the same grand and artistic view, my mindset shifted to a more relaxed, kick back while I kick facts. Yeah, Dre, sick track, perfect way to get back. When I hit something wick whack, I got the same exact tap that's on Nick's back. Way of thinking? I don't know. I don't know why I said that. I don't know. It just like came into my head. It was like I immediately just had to get it out of my system. And after switching from that way of judging movies, I started enjoying movies much more than I used to do. Back when I was like,
oh, technically, Oppenheimer is the best movie.
It didn't feel good to bombard people with useless information frequently just to feel good about myself for reading a couple of pages online. It just didn't feel good. I just wanted less judgment. You know, just enjoy things. You know, like kick back, get that. No. And that's why before determining if A Quiet Place Day 1 would be great or just a complete tragedy, I had to watch the first two movies to see if they were really hard to overshadow. Because there's a lot of projects that had sequels, prequels, whatever, that dropped the church's money. You know, they just ruined it. Avatar: The Way of Water was surely a big example of how difficult it was to outshine the first one. And in A Quiet Place's case, I think what made it phenomenal for me is how small, unique the story is. It made me feel like the story was just told to me and me only, and I just loved that. Since I've already relished in that beautiful experience, I decided to share it with you guys, and here's a little clip of Rooney of what happened. So there is a weakness. There's some sort of frequency that they can't tolerate, I guess. Oh! Oh, that's sad. Okay. That was good. Okay, we just watched a little clip of Rooney. Okay, after the little clip of Rooney, we watched the movie, great and all. How the fuck is this dude? Did this dude just do 2 jobs? Like, how do you Red Bulls, cocaine? You gotta be cocaine, bro. That Hollywood cocaine, I know it's spelled different. My initial thoughts were, this movie's great and all, but there's gotta be a section of the movie where I just get enough of it. I just get a little bored. It just didn't happen. I was just fully immersed. I mean, this is not me complimenting John Krasinski to put me in his 4th movie. Available. Emily killed it. It's like, why I'm saying Emily's like I know her. The kids gave unbelievable performances. Emily Blunt killed it. She actually killed it. The one thing that I never heard anyone talk about is the simplicity of the cinematography. And it's a basic combination of MS, WS, down angle shots. Just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. And of course, as the story unfolds, we get introduced to the family that we will be following through the silent, wild, and deadly world. They hit us with a heart-wrenching scene where their little innocent boy gets snatched by the monster. Way to start a movie. They went, isn't he the cutest little boy you've ever seen? Fuck out of here, boy. And there you go. The Last of Us, A Quiet Place. I think what caught me off guard is the immaculate sound design, because usually we don't get to see movies that pay that amount of attention and care into the audio, but we also have gotten movies that granted us a gargantuan world and they managed to transfer that audible experience to our ears. Dunkirk, Arrival, The Dark Knight, more than you can imagine. But what made A Quiet Place stand out is how small the world felt to the viewer and for the family. It felt like they were the only ones left. At least that's what we thought. You can actually tell with the second AQB movie that John has finally extricated himself from doing 2 jobs, and now he can just channel his focus on doing one task, and that is to goddamn direct. And when you thought it can only go downhill from there, they brought Cillian Murphy. That's cheating. That's not fair. They pulled out Exodia. There's no way the movie could crash and burn. The odds of that movie flopping is like Stone Cold Steve Austin coming out the closet. It's never gonna happen. Killian and Emily murdered their performances, and the kids got exponentially better. There wasn't any drastic change in the quality, but that shouldn't be a bad thing. Consistency is the key to telling stories like this that keep unfolding. Polly Morgan's work was amazing, but I lean more on Charlotte Bruce Christensen's work, Fences and shit. Regardless of whatever I just said, it's almost impossible to tell which movie did better. I think it's a story of sacrifice and courage, and it ought to be looked at as a whole story. And here we are. The golden question. Is A Quiet Place Day 1 going to be good or bad? Listen, I love Jaemin Hansu and Lupita, but with everything going back to the city, it'll feel like we're just watching another apocalyptic zombie movie with no zombies. And no Brad Pitt. And hear me out. I bet you I'm gonna be sitting in that front seat watching that big ass screen. But I just know it's not going to be good. And you know how studios go. Oh, you made money out of that movie? Oh, make another one. Just go. Nah, don't make a new one. Fuck. No, we want more movies. Use that milk the fuck out of this movie. It's War Z all over again. What it looks like from the trailer, the alien monsters look the same. Because it's a prequel. You have to put that in mind. I wanted to see an earlier stage of what the monsters looked like. I just hate that they kept them exactly identical to what they are in both of the present movies. It just didn't feel like John was behind the idea of the third movie, which was conspicuous. And there you go. That's what I think of the upcoming A Quiet Place movie. It's not going to be funny to see them flop this great movie. But you know who's funny? Kevin Hart. You should watch this video. I talked about Kevin Hart and how funny he is, but his movies are trash. And why some comedians can't escape this whole enclosure of just being a comedian. Watch it.